Okay, good. I think previously we have done with the uh, asset accounting complete configuration process and all. Now we will do the testings of asset accounting and all based on the ledger-wise principles and complete structure of the accounting principles that is related to the company codes. And the next one is parallel accounting principles. Parallel accounting currencies and all. And the next one is local currencies and group currencies and all. And all these things will coming into the, I think so, in ledger concept. I mean, see, we do have in SAP S4 HANA. First of all, currency types configurations are there. Currency conversion settings for company codes are there, and exchange rate configurations are settings are there. And leading ledger OL and parallel accounting GL and accounting principles configurations are there. And non-leading ledger and its assignments with the accounting principles configurations are there. Ledger group and its assignments with the accounting principle configurations are there. Assignments of multiple accounting principles to the non-leading ledgers is also there. Then in SAP S4 HANA, we do have extension ledgers, right? So assignments of this appendix ledgers and its assignment with the accounting principles. All these things are very, very mandatory when it comes to the depreciation areas also. Okay, so if you don't give the accounting principles to the particular leading ledgers and all, depreciations will not be calculated. That is the main issue. And whatever the errors that we are going to face or that we have faced previously and all, we will going to discuss after the creation of the assets and how we can do all these things. And okay, so first one is we will going to create um, one asset using transaction code AS01 with the help of asset classes like plant and machinery. Main asset classes. It's not a asset in the construction asset classes and all. So for to calculate the depreciations and all, we don't have any depreciation on the asset in the constructions. And then when it comes to the asset class, okay, we do have configurations. For the asset classes and all. Based on the asset classes, we will going to create our own asset in SAP S4 HANA systems. Okay, so that is the most important thing right now we have. What we need to do is check main asset master records using transaction code creation of asset is AS01. Check asset master records using transaction code is AS0. Okay, right. Can you go to the transaction code AS01? Okay, can you take out your asset classes? Based on our company code only, we do have asset classes. Uh, Take out the asset classes and can you click on the enter? I think you will going to face one more error in the asset classes and all. Can you go to the Skype system, Pawan? So what is the error that we have faced? Previously, I think so, and that one is not recorded. Okay. For valuation area 15, company code ship doesn't contain information about the last closed fiscal year. Okay, so when you are getting the error like this, what we will do is we will going to do some certain configurations regarding with this information about last completed fiscal year is incomplete. Okay, why? Because if you carry forward the balances from one fiscal year to the next fiscal year, okay, when it comes to the FI2 asset accounting and on, then only we can able to calculate the depreciations. Okay, why? Because in SAP as for HANA systems, ledger concepts will be like this. Okay, and the next one is when you have the closing periods of the particular fiscal years and all, you have to mention, and also you have to mention the what is the starting period of the your fiscal year. That is the most important thing right now we have. Okay, so I think we will going to have calendar years, we will going to have non-calendar years and on. Okay, so if you are facing the error like this, automatically system will going to show you that error, that is make settings for the company code using transaction code FAA underscore CMP. Okay, so can you go to the another screen? Can you go to the another screen? In the SAP system, go to the another screen and go to the transaction code FAA underscore CMP. FAA underscore CMP. Click on the enter. Meanwhile, come to this session and we will going to create one new asset. So description will be same thing like what you can give. Asset will be any asset. Uh, Production asset. Mm, Production asset. Production asset. Anything, any production like a boat production asset. You can just give boat production asset. Uh, Boat production asset. See, we do have account determination, that is a ship, plant, and machinery. I'm just giving the description as a boat and like this. And what is the capitalization? See, you will going to get, if you don't give the opening period of the fiscal years and on, the system will not allow you to post the capitalization on. Okay, so that is the most important thing right now we have. And to check all these things and all, okay, we will use the transaction code. I think so what is the transaction code we will going to use for this? AJAB. AJAB is the transaction code. I mean, to close the fiscal year, previous fiscal year, that is 2021 to 22. Okay, automatically, system will going to allow you the dates and all, and also allow you the system execution backgrounds. Okay, see, if you give the company code and fiscal year and all fiscal years to be closed. Okay, like company code is ship and fiscal year closed will be 2022. And when you remove the test run and go to the program and execute in the background, then when you execute all these things, automatically the system will going to give you the uh, I mean, system will going to open the current fiscal year posting periods. Okay, so that is the most important thing, all of you. And uh, okay, right. So the next one is FAGL GVTR. FAGL GVTR. Okay, so this is the one important transaction code. Okay, see, you are closing the 2021 to 2020 period, but you have to carry forward the balances from one fiscal year to the next fiscal year is. So to which fiscal year you are carry forwarding the balance is very, very important. Okay, so that is the 2022. Same thing, remove the test run, go to the program and execute in the back. Automatically, I mean, when you do all these things, then only you will going to find out the FI to AA company codes. That is financial accounting, asset accounting, company codes only. That is the leading ledger. Okay. See, we do have leading ledgers and non-leading ledgers. Okay. See, I'm just using the leading ledgers for the SAP S4 HANA. And after these sessions and all, we will going to create the non-leading ledgers also. Okay, there will be some transaction configurations that are available in the SAP S4 HANA. So those things are leading ledger and parallel accounting GL accounting principles, non-leading ledgers and its assignments with the accounting principles. All these things are mandatory in SAP S4 HANA interview purposes and all. See, when you when you are getting the error, like for valuation area 15, company code ship doesn't contain information about the last closed fiscal year. Okay, so here in the ledger settings, you do have highest fiscal year, that is 2022. Okay, so in from which period you are going to open? That is very, very important, right? I mean, you are going to post each and every asset accounting depreciation postings and all. Can you come down? So we have given the 01.04.2022 dates and all for the particular depreciation areas. Okay, closing fiscal years will be like this, and we will going to select each and everything. Okay, display for the company code settings. I think we have already done the company code settings, and you will going to find out the general modifications. In the general modification, you will going to find out the, mm, I mean, what is that one? Create option. In that, you can just give open fiscal year will be 2022. Okay, closed fiscal year will be 2021. Okay, all of you, right? So yes, so these are the most important things and all. And what is the next configuration that we want to discuss? I think settings for company codes and legacy data transfer. Settings for company code and legacy data transfer will be, okay. If you face any problems regarding with the settings for company codes and legacy data transfers and all, we will going to see it. There is no issue. So till now, you need to enter the validate depreciation key. So to calculate the depreciations and all, we have to give the depreciation keys on the on, right? Give the depreciation key, click on the enter, and give the useful life. Useful life will be 4 years. Click on the enter, and uh, I mean depreciation areas the start date. Okay, will be 01.12.2000. Click on the enter, go to the save button, and save. Successfully, we will going to create our main asset. Can you take out the main asset and write it down in the notepad? Okay, then next up. So creation of sub asset using transaction code AS11. Can you go to the transaction code AS11, Pawan? Can you go to the transaction code AS11? See, we are buying the one asset. That asset is a boat related assets. Okay. I mean, one you can take out the ship and boats and like this. Okay. So you are buying. So one sub asset will be there. What are those sub assets? Either it is a machinery, either it is or anything. Whatever the assets that you want to create, you can just create it. There is no issue. Based on the main asset only, we will create our own similar sub asset. Okay. That is part of the boat. Okay. Engine part boat we will going to create. Click on the enter. Click on the enter. Can you give that I mean description as boat boat engine boat engine machinery subasset, boat engine machinery subasset, and in the second description also just give, paste it here. Copy this thing. Okay, then next one is I think 01.12.2022 is the capitalization date, and the next one is depreciation areas will be I mean depreciation areas will be same thing like a P01 is for the depreciation keys, and useful life is a 4, and depreciation start date is a 01.12.2022. Okay, that is the most important all of you, and you have to have more details on the particular things. Okay, without having all these configurations and all, you cannot even post the a depreciation for the particular main asset in SAP as for HANA. Okay, without having the accounting principles. Yes, without having the accounting principles of ledgers. Okay, right. So can you go to the save button and save? Okay, good. So can you take out that sub asset also? 3-1 is for the sub asset. Okay, so try to have more focus. See, post of purchasing asset with vendor using transaction code F-90. So when you have this, I mean, purchasing of asset with the transaction code F-90, we will have one accounting entry, main asset account data to the vendor account data. That is the most important thing, all of you. What we need to do is, can you go to the transaction code F-90? So acquisition from purchase with vendors and all. So can you give document date as 01.12.2022 and posting date will be 01.12.2022? How much we will going to give? And posting key is a 31, and that is for the vendor. Can you take out the vendor? Okay, right. So here, see, first of all, whenever you are acquiring the a particular asset and all, what we will do? See, based on the particular intermediate of the ledgers, so we will going to give the uh, things. Okay. So what are those things here? Either it is a accounting principles, either it is a I mean second accounting principles. Based on all these things only, we will going to give it, right? Yes. Can you click on the enter and give the amount? How much amount? Whatever the amount that we have, you can just give it. Huh. Text as purchasing asset from the vendor acquisition. And can you come down and give the posting key as 70? Okay, that is the debit asset. And credit will be the 31st only. And the account will be whatever the new asset that we have created. Normal asset. Okay. And here we do have transaction type. What is the transaction type? That is external asset acquisition. So everything is perfect, right? I mean, what the discussions that we have done in the particular ECC and all, same things will be calculated in the main assets also. Okay, in SAP S/4HANA. Can you go to the save button and save it? Posting is only possible with zero balance. So correct the document. So I think you haven't give the 50,000. You do one thing, cancel this thing, phone. Mm. Cancel this thing. Ah. Mm. Give the document date as 01.12.2022 and posting date will be 01.12.2022 and posting period will be 9 and the code will be shipped and the current rate will be INR. Current rate will be INR and the reference is and document header text will be purchase of asset from vendor and the 31st is the posting key and our vendor. Then click on the enter and give the amount and the text will be purchase from asset from the vendor and settings posting key will be 70. Okay, and give the transaction type as 100. Click on the enter and give the amount as 50,000 rupees and the text as purchasing of an asset from the vendor. Click on the enter, go to the save button and okay. So now what we need to do is this is the document number that is 1403 and can you go to the transaction code FB03? Can you go to the transaction code FB03? Huh. So can you click on the enter? So you know it very well, right? So what is the exact thing here? Main asset account data to the vendor account creditor of the purchase account acquisitions. I mean purchase asset acquisitions and all. Okay. So what we need to do is, can you go to the transaction code FBL1N? Go to the transaction code FBL1N. Okay. So now you have got what is that 50,000 rupees. Okay, on the 01.12.2022. Okay, then next. Can you give slash n and go to the transaction code AS03 display of the assets and we need to check with each and everything. All of it. So asset, click on the enter. So if this asset is displaying automatically, you will going to calculate the depreciation for the particular useful life of asset. Okay, that is 4 years and all. Okay. Okay. Then next, what we need to do is Can you go to the transaction code AW01N? So that is Asset Explorer. Whatever the depreciation that we have, and automatically based on the calculations only, it will going to calculate the depreciations. All of you for a particular month, it is calculating 1160.27. Posted values will be come down. You will going to find out the each and every plant depreciation is 297.26 is the main thing. Okay, so and then after the 4 years, what is the valuation? Can you go up after the 4 years? What is the evaluation? And go to the planned acquisition values. Go to the planned acquisition values. Can you come down? 50,000 external acquisitions and 1,000. Go to the posted values. Yes, posted values is there, and go to the comparisons. Go to the comparisons. You will going to find out the maximum number of things after the 4 years and what is the exact asset value will be. Okay, all of you. So that is 15,160 rupees is the main thing. And for each and every 3,500, for each and every year depreciation will be 3,500. After 4 years, the asset acquisition, I mean, asset revaluation will be 15,160.27 is the main important thing. Okay. So then next, what is the next thing? Asset report view as on a date. Okay, asset review as on a date. That is the most important thing. And what is the transaction code that we are going to use? S underscore ALR underscore 870 11965. S underscore ALR underscore 870 11965. Everything is same, right? 31st.03.2020. And the depreciation will be book depreciation, and short variant is based on the company code, business areas, and items. Can you execute this thing? Can you execute this thing? Okay, now you got the thing, right? So based on the asset values and all, see for this year, so the asset values will be like this. Okay, from 28.12.2022 to 31st.03.2023. Okay, that is the most important thing. The next one is give me 1 second. I will going to uh, take out the screenshot. Asset Explorer will be like this in SAP S4 HANA based on the ledgers. Business areas. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. Then next. See, why we need to export this all these business assets? Okay, so that is the main asset. I mean, based on the main assets only, we will going to do somewhat configurations, right? Okay, so without giving all these reports and all, I mean, we will going to see the reports. Can you go to the these things, Pawan? Go to the SPRO. See, if you are not finding any transaction codes in SAP S4, okay, what we need to do is here, can you go to the financial accounting? No, no, no. Normal SAP Easy Access. Go to the financial accounting. Go to the financial accounting. Mm, Financial accounting. And the next one is fixed assets. The next one is asset. Then next one is information system. Information system and reports on asset accounting. Reports on asset accounting. Reports on asset accounting. Individual asset. If you want to do individual asset explorer, you can just do it. And then next one is asset balances. Sorry, asset balances. Then asset lists, and sample of address of the assets, real estate, similar transportations and all. We will going to find out. And the next one is, can you close the, no, asset balances show. Okay, then next asset lists and asset balances. Open the asset balances. Okay, so now you can just observe yourself, all of you. S underscore ALR underscore 8700111963 for the asset number. If you want to search the report for the asset explorer based on the asset classes and all, you can just use the transaction code S underscore ALR underscore 8700111964. If you want to search it for the business area, cost center, plant, location, asset super numbers by work list and all, you will going to have number of transaction codes. Okay. So based on these transaction codes only, we will going to see the details, right? First of all. Okay. So that is the most important thing right now we have. And then, okay, I think so. These asset balances reports are very much enough. We can calculate all these things based on the depreciation values that we have posted in the present that we have posted for the present asset. Okay, either it is a normal asset, either it is asset under construction. See, you cannot calculate the depreciation on the asset under construction. Why? Because after the asset under construction balances is forwarded to the main asset, then only we can able to calculate the um, I mean, asset under constructions with main asset depreciations. Okay, that is the most important thing right now we have. The next, what is the next thing? See, we have to calculate the depreciation, right? I think so. Okay, depreciation posting using transaction code AFAB. Can you go to the transaction code AFAB form? Can you go to the transaction code AFAB? Transaction code AFAB. Huh. Give your company code and fiscal year, and can you give the posting period and all? Good. And total logs, detail logs, service group. Can you come down? And test runs is there. And the next one is asset. And the next one is asset. Huh. Take out the asset. Mm. So see here, we don't have any sub numbers. Why? Because you didn't purchase any sub asset from the any vendor. Okay. So that is the most important thing right now we have in the SAP S4 HANA and also in ECC. First of all, so you have to learn all these things, all of you. Then what we need to do is we will just do the testing runs. Then we can able to execute the all these things. Hmm, right. So then next one is, I think so, execution. Go to the execute option. Automatically we will able to calculate the depreciation for this thing. I mean for the main assets and all. Okay. So depreciation, ordinary depreciation has been calculated, and the currency, I mean amount in company code currency will be 297.26. I think so. That is the same thing only, right? Can you go to the another screen? Go to the transaction code AW01N. Can you go to the transaction code AW01N and show me the posted values? Okay, right. 297.26 is the most important, right? At the particular ninth period. Okay, right. Then next, in the AFAB, we have to execute in the back. Okay, come back, and we have to execute all these things in the background. Remove the test string and remove the asset and sub number also. Go up, go to the program, and execute in the background, and give the LP01. It is a Windows Word documents and all. Can you go to the immediate test members and on, and select this check button? Okay, can you go to the save button? And okay, so the background job was scheduled for program FAA depreciation posting. Can you take out the new session, Pawan? Can you go to the transaction code? Can you go to the transaction code SM35? Go to the transaction code SM35. SM35. So we have to observe whether this pull request has been executed or not. Created by best and give the solution. Hmm. Hmm. What is our execution sessions, batch input sessions and all? Go up. FAA program depreciation post. Go up. Oh, it is a spool request only. Okay, this is not a batch input sessions and all. It is a spool request only. What we need to do is, um, uh, can you give /n and go to the transaction code AW01N and go to the transaction code AW01N. I think it is already created, right? And go up. Can you go to the refresh option? Can you go to the refresh option? Okay, and can you go to the posted values? Can you go to the posted values? Okay, so this ordinary depreciation has been calculated and it has been posted to the successfully. We have posted all these things for the ninth period. Okay, all of you, please try to have more focus on the depreciation and all. So if you don't calculate the depreciations and all, automatically system will not going to give you the much things. Okay, so that is the most important thing right now we have in the planned depreciations and all. See, this ordinary depreciation has been posted. And can you come down this value, Pawan? Go up, posted depreciation value, book depreciation, drag it to the downside. Here, that one, that line. See here, 49,702.74 rupees has been calculated. Okay, so this is how we can do the depreciation for the asset accounting in SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so that is the most important thing right now we have. And you know it very well, how we can calculate the depreciation based on the planned depreciation. And we have posted the depreciation for all these things. So if you retire, if you sell this asset to the particular customer, automatically all these depreciations will be in a wiping mode. Okay, so can you give /n? I think I will going to stop this record here.